Hey, hello beautiful people. Right, I thought I'd do a video today on consciousness, the male and female aspect of it, and Ascension. Because really I feel Ascension is the male and female side of yourselves coming together as one that help us ascend from it. You know, I've got to say that my energy is high today. Oh man, my energy's up here like, just got to channel this out. Right, I'm feeling like with consciousness, yeah, if you look back, say from the beginning, you had the creator and consciousness were at one, and then consciousness wanted to split itself from the creator and then look back at itself. It wanted to experience things. So like the story goes, you know, it didn't come, the word wasn't the first, you know, the first was the word, the first was the logos, or the logos, whichever way you want to look at it. But I'll resonate with that because with consciousness, that's how we got duality, because consciousness split itself into a male version and a female version. So we take either, say, a male body like me today, and I've got a female version of me, what I'm always entangled with, I'm always connected with. So, you know, you could argue that's your higher self. That's this this knowing, this information from where it comes from. That could be your female side. So this is all to do with connecting both sides. It's like your brain. You've got a male side of the brain, female side of the brain. And where I'm a male, I need to get in touch with my female side, so that'd be my right brain, which would be more for life, imagination, desires, meditation, things like that, because the feminine are more, you know, what you can't touch, what you can't see. You know, and it's the same for like the women as well, like the ladies watching, you know, they might need to get onto their left side of their brain to bring out, say, the information, a bit more structure to, you know, that side of it for them. So I'm only speaking for myself, but it's the same for the ladies as well. You know, that's bringing in the masculine side. It doesn't mean, say, you know, growing a bit, you know. It'll mean, you know, like that, getting more information, getting more structure, maybe using your hands more, because men are like the builders, you know, just bringing that sort of side of you out. And that's the same for like the men, like, because I would say females are more nurturing, so they can give, say, compliments and things like that more easier than a male can. Because I can relate to that, because if someone gives me a compliment, I used to find that hard to take, you know. So I've had to work on my feminine side to go out and accept a compliment for what it is, you know. I can give compliments quite easily, so I haven't got a problem that way. So, you know, it's all about learning, about both sides, like the yin and the yang, or like the duality. And that's how you can conquer duality. So if you do bring out your other side, whether it be feminine or masculine, you know, you're marrying both sides up. So then, for me personally, I say I've entered polarity, because I'm in a good man. I'm in polarity. So when you've got polarity, I will still experience, say, negativity, you know, but that's only projected from elsewhere. It's not from my own projection myself, you know, because if you look at law of attraction as well, we know that our thoughts go out. We've got transmitters, transistors, and all types in our brain what send these thoughts out. Even they can measure that today. They've seen that your thoughts go out, they don't know where they go. You know, and obviously thoughts come in as well. So that's the law of attraction. If you're sending out negative thoughts, don't be surprised to have them come back. Same as if you're projecting positive thoughts, they're going to come back in a positive way. But how polarity works as well is, like I tried to say before, I've just got a message come up, sorry. That, so I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, that was it. So when you are vibrating high, you are in polarity now. Yes. See, your vibration isn't going to match. So let's just say people in the matrix ain't going to match your vibration. So they're going to send their negativity towards you because they're not understanding. That's all it is. It's just like they're not awake enough to see, you know, in their perception. So they wouldn't understand it. So they're going to, you know, not going to like it. They're not going to resonate with it. You know, it's not their fault. So that's where polarity comes in. You'll get negative things aimed at you, even though you're vibrating up here. You know, we've all experienced this when you come awake. You know, I've got that a lot, but that's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's just perception. You know, you're changing your perception, then everything changes. So yeah, let's talk about consciousness. It's like light and dark as well. I've actually wrote that down here to remind myself about the light and the dark, the black and the white. Because, like, to have more awareness, you need awareness first before your consciousness can catch up. That's what I feel. You know, become more aware of more things, then you'll become conscious of them things. And once that comes in, then you can maybe go up to other levels. You know, because I feel like with consciousness as well, if you're only seeking answers, you know, but not doing the research, you know, just getting, you know, it's not always about information, but you know, it's a lot of things, you know, and I felt my consciousness would say, like, narrow down, do you know what I mean? Like, say like that then, say like a square, like just above your head, and that's what all my consciousness was locked in like this, and then now I've just become aware, and it's just opened up that, so that awareness is, you know, branched right out, so now my consciousness needs to catch up with that awareness of what I'm becoming more aware of. And that's where I think you find your true essence in all of that, because you'll just become aware of more things about yourself, really. So it all starts with self first, definitely with self. That's why going within and finding your other side of yourself, you know, I'm trying to say, for me, that'd be feminine side of myself. I'm trying to find that, enhance that. And then with that, then I feel connected. That's when I know I'm connected. I'm connected to something, so it must be myself, really. You know, I'm becoming into one. You know, when you get that into oneness here, hopefully then I can get these chakras all fired up simultaneously, you know, and then I'll be creating electromagnetic waves. You know, I'm sure I'm probably doing it already, because my heart is more connected to my mind, especially like days like today, because my energy is like up here, so I must be, you know, my electromagnetics must be fired up today. You know, I know some of you can feel that, you know, when you're connected, you know, there's no better feeling, and when you're not, it's probably, you know, that's probably the worst feeling you're going to have. You know, that's all it's about for me. You know, if I'm connected, then I'm happy. I know I'm doing something right. I'm with my essence. You know, I'm just speaking here. You know, this is my essence self speaking. I know it is, because my energy is through the roof. So that's why I'm losing my train of thought. You know that. You know, I'm just thinking of my electromagnetics going away. Oh look, I've got low batteries. I better clean that. Thank you. Yeah. Might have to end it here, you know. I was talking about the light and the dark. Oh yes, that's it. Right, yeah, struggles, yeah. Hold on, I just need a bit of coffee. Yeah, the struggles are the dark times. And after the dark times, you can reflect on them, especially if you're going within. And then that's where you find a lot of answers about yourself, like, how did I do with it? How did I do with that test? You know, because you're going to be tested. We're always tested. Every day is a test. Or, you know, that can sound extreme to say it's a test every day, but I feel I'm being tested, definitely. I do. I feel maybe not before I woke up, you know. I just, you know, you'd say it was cursed or something, you know, you use all negative things, you know. It's not my fault, it's someone else. But when you wake up, you're controlling it now. You need to learn to control your reality as best way you can to have less of them, say, negative moments or tests, maybe. You'll be testing you on what you're learning or what you know about yourself. Really, it's like a new test. These are the kind of tests I'm reaching out for. Bring them on. I want to know myself as much as you can know yourself. Learn as much as I can learn, and create as much as I can create. And at the same time, help then as many people as I can help, whichever form that comes in. I'm not choosing that. I'll let the universe decide on that one, or let my essence side decide. I like to refer to the universe. You guys like the universe. And then I'm probably getting off a bit here, but last thing I'm going to say is about reincarnation. Why not? That's what I feel. I've got a buddy in America. I talk to him a lot. We've been talking in email for say a year, and then we've gone to Skype. His name's Robbie K555. Definitely look at his channel. He's really good. He's got a lot of knowledge and insight, so he can point you in the right direction. If you want to learn things, he's brilliant for that. And I was saying, we have chats about reincarnation. I've got my go on it. He's got his, but they're very similar. We've got similar perceptions of things, but we both feel we've been reincarnating for a very long time now, and we go through all the 12 constellations. I've done a calendar on this, but anyway. So you go through the 12 constellations, and I think 5 sun cycles. So then that's your whole life cycle complete, because you've done all 12. And then you go into the centre, and like Robbie K, he sees it as like the honeypot, and there's all bees buzzing around that honeypot in the middle. That's going on in there. Do you know what I mean? There's always things buzzing about in my head. But it's just getting to that really. So I feel, if you feel like you're in there, like you're in the centre, or you're feeling something like, we might have done the 12, and we're all sitting in the centre, and then that's it. This is it. This is my last life. This is my last go. I've done it. Well, I'd love to think that was true anyway, but hit me up if you've got any thoughts on that, or your reincarnation stories, anything for that matter. Well, as always, I am peace, I am love, I am 1111 code, and I love you all. Don't forget to use your I ams today.